Hello everybody, welcome back to episode number 3 of the yet to be named series that I don't know what I'm calling. Um, in the last episode I went mining way off like somewhere over there. And pretty much you may notice a few things that are different about the view. Pretty much I've leveled a bunch of the trees that were on the kind of ridges of this hill. There's a big couple of oak trees about there, like about 2 or 3 of them. There was also one around here by the near vicinity of my where my house is gonna be. As I said in the last episode, I know what it's gonna look like. I've got it all figured out, which is gonna be really cool. I can't wait to show you guys. I have a couple layers of this to flatten off first before I'm kind of happy with progress. But speaking of progress, we have up there the sand pit, which I said I was going to mine off. But first, before I head up there, I'm going to show you the other one that I've done. And since then, so when I'm mining, I need to catch you guys up to speed with this world in terms of the weirdities of it and the things that I don't like. But not bad things, but just creepy things. So here's a sand pit that I mined out. I think I destroyed a couple of stone blocks by accident, so things might look a little bit different or weird depending on how you look at it. But yeah, I think it's pretty cool. Just pro tip: if you are in any kind of survival context and you need sand and you're using an old update, there's always these sand pits around. So make sure to utilize them. There's also another one at the back of a mountain, way off over that way. Let me quickly check the map actually, because I want to see. Did I? Oh yeah, okay. I did kind of fill in the corner. That's good. Okay, but I want to show you guys something actually, because if I pause, you can't really see if the HUD's in the way. But if I pause right down the bottom of the map, I'm gonna be making a beach at some point when my house is done. I'm gonna show you guys where it's gonna be. I'll do that towards the end though, just because. Um, I want to actually get to work and talk about the things because I don't know. I like to just be sure that I know myself what I'm actually doing to have a bit of structure. So if I hop up to this hill here, we can have a look at the cook, which it did take a bit of a while, if I'm going to be honest, just because of the size and scope of this. But here it is. So pretty much just one of the weirdest sandpit locations I think I've seen just in general. I'm obviously going to get some dirt and chuck some stuff over here to kind of terraform it. I've got a lot because I should have showed you guys, but I will at some point in the episode, I'm sure. But down there where that first sandpit is, there's a whole array of chests down there, and obviously as you can see there, that's where my house is going to go up onto that hill. I want to flatten it down to about where my crosshair is, kind of down to those like 2 or 3 blocks wherever they are. That's kind of the overall goal here. Oh my goodness, I couldn't have called that any closer. I don't know why I did that. I just jumped from like all the way up there. That was stupid. I was on half a heart. Oh my god. if I fell from one more block, that would have been game over. But yeah, here we are at the top of the hill. As I say, I've updated to TU2, or title update 2, however you kind of formally pronounce it. Reason being because basically, I'm gonna turn the sound down. Oh, the menus are weird. I forget they've kind of changed around the sound settings a bit, and just general other things that they've made a bit different. Basically, after that session of mining yesterday, I went mining a bit more, and I found some more diamonds, which was very, very handy dandy, and some more iron. I probably went mining for about 20 more minutes, if I'm going to be honest, and then I kind of got a bit bored and resurfaced. But in that time, I went AFK. And after doing so, I came back to see that weird thing that I was telling you about from title day 1, the whole connection to the server was lost, accessing to the main menu, connection to Xbox Live was lost, accessing to the main menu. Which, as I said, there's no established connection, so there's no way on Earth that should be happening. So, pretty much after that, I lost a bit of progress, so I went back and kind of fixed all that, and went back mining in the same way. I found all the diamonds, probably found a bit more, because I just went, right, screw it, we're going. I didn't lose the progress from the video, because I saved, but in the video, but pretty much after that I lost progress. Then I came back up, mined that sand pit on the hill, and after that whole mining trip, I don't know what it was. And then, as you're probably wondering, when did that map get filled in? Well, you can thank the good old SootyCraft70 for that. He was the one that actually filled that in and sorted all that out. And now, actually, yeah, that's probably not a bad idea. Don't know why it gets out there. The inventory, I'm noticing, is a bit laggy on this update. Don't know if it was like that in the other one, but maybe I'm just tripping. So yeah, I keep on mumbling, I feel like, and I'm sorry if I am quite quiet. It's just when I'm focusing on something, I find it difficult to, I guess, put my focus fully into it. So a lot of the time I can get quite disorientated. But after that whole thing, I've been having some really weird vibes whilst being on this world, and I don't know what I want to attribute that down to, just the loneliness, but it's been really dark and tainted vibes almost. And then what happened was, earlier on, as in today, I don't know what exactly happened that caused this, but basically something bricked the save file. After, bear in mind, this is after I'm getting all these bad vibes. Um, yeah, it basically, I exited out the emulator, just thought, why not? I'm gonna go do something else, and then, what do you know? I hop back on, and the world just keeps on crashing after every time I load it. And so I'm thinking, goddamn title date 1 being stupid, so I updated, and if I didn't update, the last save file I have of this world was from uh, yesterday when I gave it to Sooty because he wanted to help fill in the map. So that was brilliant. So pretty much after that whole point, like, we noticed though, because he was screen sharing to me, we both, like, he also got a really creepy vibe about this world, and that, like, it was kind of, we've had a world in the past using this exact same series on Xbox One edition where I want to talk about that whole world in a different episode because very weird things happen. This was on Xbox One edition, so we actually could play multiplayer. But and a lot of the reason why I wanted to make this whole series was to kind of to see if it was just a fluke, to see if it was that world, if this seed is kind of messed up. So that's one reason why this series exists, because A, I've wanted to do it for a while, and you know, since 2022, as I said, and B, of course, because as I say, I wanted to pretty much just do, like, test the seed out. So I was killing two birds with one stone, and yeah, I thought there's no real better way of doing it than just cracking on and getting it done. And whilst been flattening this hill, I've had a few crashes, I've had a few things, and I've lost a lot of progress. And that's one of the reasons why I'm doing this now, just because I did do this initially, but I was going to come back and be like, guys, we're going to work on the house, because genuinely, that house is a cook. But I wanted to get this off my chest, and I wanted to talk about the weirdities of just this world and the things I've been witnessing, and, like, honestly, I wouldn't bullshit, because, like, genuinely, I've not had a world that's bricked like that before. I've had a lot of, like, small-scale TE1 projects, but I can go back if I need to. All I have to do is just put title date 1 back in the thing, and it won't brick it again. It shouldn't, because this kind of save file, I think it must have been a bit more fixed after being on TU2. I say that, and I am still, like, even when recording, I've had a few chills, a few weird kind of, I don't know how to explain it, and it might just be me in my head overreacting, maybe, I don't know, but it's always that feeling that there's something weird close by that you don't know about until, you know, later on when it's just like, maybe I should have looked further, or maybe I should have done something differently, or I don't know. And I just don't want that with this world, because I feel like that will just taint it. It's like a decision in your life that you look back on and regret, or something, you know, that causes something that you don't realize is the cause until like 3 years down the road when you've lost everything. So that's kind of just my stance on that. Maybe I am just really tripping. I don't know. Last night, like, I'm talking IRL, of course, not Minecraft. I was quite unable to sleep because I had this really random thought pattern in my head. It went from something that I'm working on in a different world, a different project, to this, and I kept on seeing just random things. And there's one other thing where it's like I always get this infinite like thought loop, but I also get an infinite build loop where I'm building something, and I always think, oh, I need to finish this, I need to do this on the build, and then it's already done, and it gets like in a cycle where I feel like I'm being messed with, and then I get a lot of paranoia, and that's kind of one thing that happened last night, and it's quite dreadful. Like, you know, I'm not trying to just be like, oh, you know, feel bad for me, whatever. Like, no, it does affect me for like days on end, because it messes on my sleep schedule because my mind is sometimes able to sleep after tossing and turning for hours, but also equally just because of the fact that because I'm not getting sleep, I'm obviously messing up my sleep schedule, and I only had about 3 hours sleep, and woke up at like 6:30, came on, started leveling some more of this out, and then worked on some other things for a bit, and that was that. And then I thought, because of the whole bricking of the world and things not saving properly, I was actually gonna record and build the house, but then I just was like, look, you know, I want to do something whilst I'm mining this, and because I want to listen to Minecraft sounds, music isn't quite gonna cut it. So what does I do? I loads up OBS and says, let's do it. So right now, I'd be doing something a lot more fun. So blame tile update 1 and scummy not existing connection that it thinks is established. Yeah, and also one other thing, I'm kind of lucky to be recording right now because, oh god, I know, just like burp yawns, that was weird. IRL right now, well, for the last like 3 weeks. Oh god, I'm yawning, excuse me. I am knackered. Yeah, because for the last like 3 weeks I've had tonsillitis, and that's been really painful. It's been one of those things, and I know it's weird explaining IRL things, but I guess it's like kind of just one of those things. But like, I've had antibiotics, which I had back, I got prescribed back in February for when I had my first bad case of it. Like, I've never had it really before. I think I had it once when I was hospitalized because of it when I was young, but never really got it removed, and then never really had it since, and I don't remember actually having it. So I just remember getting told I had it, and I'm just like, I've never had it before. And people are just like, yeah, you were in hospital. I'm just like, ah. So that was fun. And so back in February, I had it, and I had a really bad sore throat. Had to tense my entire body just to swallow, and you know, like, if you're ever in that state, you need antibiotics. I'm not just saying that just like, oh, let's make this whole video about me and my pain struggles, because that's kind of stupid. What do I gain from your sympathy? You know, your sympathy only goes so far when it's virtual, man. Like, I don't need that. But it's more just the case for me that, like, you know, I think that if you're ever at that stage where it gets to that point, and yes, auto-saving is a thing on TU2, I set that up, you just need to really think about what you need in that scenario. So yeah, pretty much, after having it now for 3 weeks, it comes and goes in very weird ways. So one of them would be, I'll be fine in the day. So like after sleeping, I'll be okay. And this was before taking some antibiotics. I'll be okay during the day. So like I'll wake up and I'll still know I have it, because of course I can kind of feel it. Like if I put my shoulder up to my neck, like, you know how you can kind of like, oh god, it actually kind of messes me up if I do that too much or too quickly. But you know, like you can put your shoulder like to the kind of like your jawline. That's when you can feel it. Like I can feel it even when it's not really that painful. Or it takes me a while to adjust it from having like a drink of water or something like that. And then progressively during the day, as I strain myself more and I yawn more, and that actually really hurts. Yawning when you've got it is horrific. When you're yawning and you're doing kind of various things, it's ridiculously painful. And then by night, it's basically unbearable. I mean, some nights it's better than others. I remember about 3 nights ago I had to come off, but it's worse when I lie down. So if it's like 10:30 at night, it's really bad. I'm like, alright, I'm gonna go watch some YouTube and just chill out for a bit. Like, and I lie down on my bed, just watch YouTube up through my iPad. It gets a lot worse for me, like when I actually wake up and like not wake up, but like actually like just get back up. And so then it's like, right, well, I want to do things. Do I got to sleep now? I mean, I have no choice. So yeah, that's kind of one other reason that stopped me from doing anything, like even Lost Legacy to an extent, because I was just in so much like pain and like I couldn't focus on something. And I feel like that's why this series is better for me and my health long term. Not health maybe as such, that might be an exaggeration, but more just my sanity, because I can choose when I commentate. Like obviously, yeah, I can to the extent of when I'm doing Lost Legacy, yes, but I feel that because I'm more trying to do, I guess, appeal to the same kind of audience as Stampy. That sounds real weird. I'm not wording this right, and someone's gonna comment on this, I know. But because Lost Legacy is kind of aimed at the style, the commentary style of Stampy, it's difficult to take breaks and for the flow of the video to still kind of happen, because everything's going on in a Lost Legacy video. I've got people building, I need to tell somebody to look at this differently and do this correctly, and there's a lot more pressure that goes into that. And when you're ill or not feeling right, there's some things that you just can do that are just easy enough to do, but there's some things that are just an absolute ball ache to even conceive of doing. So that's been my issue for the longest time now, and I think that hopefully now that this series is a thing, it gives me that motivation factor to kind of continue and do more and be more and feel more about how I want to do this. And don't take any of that out of context. I know somebody is like examining every word I say and it's just gonna be like, ah, he said this, cancel him. Trust me, I've had too many close calls recently, like with a certain live stream that I deleted because, well, yeah, that was a mess. I don't want to get into that. That's a whole debacle. I'm so slow putting things away in my inventory. It's just because, like, I'm trying to kind of actively talk, and also because it's sometimes difficult for me to actually see, and also because the inventory is just goddamn laggy. Like, there's no two ways about that. I think I just placed a bed and I had one, like, somewhere near me. No, maybe not. Yeah, I think I'm going to show you guys where that beach is. I think that's going to be my next course of action. Maybe by the next episode I'll even have, what is it called? The map fully filled in, because as of now it's just that big kind of middle top bit. Also, yeah, there's some corners that are a bit cut, I think, in some areas. So, wait, was that bottom corner? Yeah, I need to fix that bottom corner at some point as well. So, I got things I'm gonna be busy doing off camera too. So, I won't worry too much. And where is it? I thought it was back here. This is a beach. It's not the beach, but it's a beach. I think it's over this way more. I mean, I should look at the map. I mean, the map will literally tell me exactly where I am, but I get a little bit overconfident. And I also, the reason why I know like this, because I converted a copy to Xbox One Edition of this seed, and I was looking around it in Creative, and I was like, it's quite a nice area. Just gotta even it out a bit more and fix something. And speaking of even things out, this is like one of the weirdest just crater bits. But yeah, this kind of whole area is just torn up and messy, and I want to do something with it because it is just a bit unpresentable. Like, what is this? But yeah, I probably flatten this off, add some more kind of sand depth to it. It kind of goes a ways this way, and I think it's gonna be something to gonna work on, like one of those like kind of projects that I do in not the far future. Oh, hiccups. But also kind of in the weird thing. Sorry, I'm struggling on what to say. I'm getting a really weird vibe. Again, those bad vibes keep on happening, and I don't know how to explain them. So yeah, we got all this like kind of corner of the world to focus on, and got a bit of a sand mass up there which I'm gonna clear off some point, and it's just a generally nice area, and I'm hoping that, you know, with a bit of time and compassion, and it'll work out. So I think I'll head back to the house. And what is that over there? Some form of pyramid structure. Interesting. I don't know. As I say, I'm getting some strange ass vibes around this area, as if, I don't know. It's not like I guess someone would say in a world like this, it kind of feels like someone's watching you, but I don't know. It just feels like something's just here. But this does not seem natural, right? Like, I'm looking under the water just so I can get a better perspective of this. What would be natural and what wouldn't be? Okay, this is literally the border. Okay, so this is like right on the world border. Do pyramids usually generate like this? Or is it more just crosses? Because I can take you to where there's a cross in the world. Somewhere, like, I think it's near where the house is. There's like a cross in the ground. But I've never seen a sand pyramid like that. Let me know in the comments, please. Is that natural? Is that, like... That's weird. I don't like that. Because, like, compared to all the other terrain and all that torn up stuff, it's just that pyramid. Like, it looks really untouched. And I know somebody's probably going to think, oh, you've done something, you're not right, person. Like, literally, take my word for it or not, or don't. I have not been in this area. I've been on this area in a different save state, which was on Xbox One Edition. Hi, so this is editing me. I wasn't quite explaining myself right, because I was really flustered and really nervous about what I saw back there. Essentially, I'd only ever been in this section of the world when I converted the world to Xbox One Edition so I could actually look at the seed and see what I could build. The only reason why it's rendered in on the map here is because it's close enough on the map when I'm by my house to actually be rendered in. But I'm just as confused as you guys are, and I hope that this provides a bit more explanation. Oh my days, that's strange. I'll show you where that cross is. I have a few more extra minutes of time, probably about like a minute or so, and then I will pack up and wrap up. But yeah, it's this. Here it is. This is like, I guess it's more like a plus shape, but you get a lot of these in T1 seeds. I know, it's so strange. But I'm kind of freaked out. Like, I know I don't sound visibly distressed, like, oh my god, like, this is crazy, but I don't know. It's one of those things of trying to process, because something's not right about that. I know that it's not right in that way, but it's not natural. Something like that just doesn't generate in your world or spawn in or however you call it. But yeah, I'm gonna investigate that off camera. I will keep recording more than likely. If there is anything that happens, I'll let you guys know and let you guys in on it. But as for right now, I think I'm gonna just keep digging this hill and hope that my world doesn't break and have to update again. That would just be great right about now, especially after seeing something unnatural. I would really beg the question of what the hell's going on. But I know someone in my comments is gonna say, "This is just you faking something." Like, what do I gain from faking this? Like, seriously, I don't know what to tell you. I just want to build a beach over there, okay? So as I say, I'm gonna investigate some more about that, and I will see what deduction there is to come to. But for now, I'm gonna end this video here and probably just leave this world for a bit. So thank you guys so much for watching the video. I will see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.